Welcome Soaring Hammer members, 405th members, and the Hunters Alert members. Update number 3. Alright, what we did now is I told you all I needed the bio helmet to work off of in order to add these accessories to it. So I went ahead and I cast up the new bio helmet, and you'll see I started to do some cutting. Cut the visors out, where the visor's going to go. And I cut these vents up here. I'll show you why in a minute. And I drilled the hole right here in the center. You see the circle right there. I'll show you that in a minute. And I did the line coming down right here. On the T51, there's a line coming down to where this piece goes. So this piece will mount right like that, and then that line comes down to it. Tracking? Good. I'm going to show you all this on the T51 in a second. Now, you're probably wondering why I did these lines up here, these big gaps up here. Okay, first of all, I took a standard piece of cardboard and I made myself the pattern. Okay, what I did is I put the light on in the center where the shower head in the center where the light's going to be, and then I measured off on right angle, and I made myself a stencil, and I drew them on and I cut them out. You'll see in a second what they are going to be for as well. So after I took that pattern and I cut those out, what I did, I took my mats. Remember that big old piece of floor mat stuff I told you to get? Yeah, at Home Depot or Lowe's. I cut out a section of it. Too easy, you see the lines on there, right? What's going to happen is I will hot glue or super glue that into the back. So it gives, hopefully you all can see that. There you go. It gives the same texture T51 Bravo has coming up each side. Alright? Each side we have filled in with that. Now in the center is where the shower curtain, the shower head is going to go. I want to show you something about the shower head. I told you I wanted to make that lens for it, so I made a lens for it. Too easy, okay? And we did something new. The wife's like, hey, try this. And her idea is freaking awesome. What we did is we drilled a hole through the back side of this one and out the front, and we mounted in an LED with the wiring coming out the back. Okay? Standard LED. We're going to run one. This runs off of one AA battery. So while she's out getting the accessories I need to finish installing this, what will happen is I will take this hole, run my wiring through the hole like such. Okay? And now the wiring comes out the back, and that will mount on the front. Now, when I mount it on the front, then all I have to do is screw on the shower head itself, and it will sit like so. Okay? And that's going to be the shower head curtain in the center, like the T51 has. Okay? Very simple procedure to do. A little bit of Dremel work. Now keep in mind, the biohazard and stuff like that, life is not proportional. What's the term I'm looking for? Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not proportional. There's going to be minor defects in it. Alright? I'm going to show, and of course my eyes are going to go. I'll probably use the same concept, use the same welding visor for the eyes. And you can also see I also cut off or dremeled off. There are 4 of these bumps right here, which were like iron or steel rivets for the old I-beams for building construction. Okay, I took the first 2 or the center 2 out, so I could run my hose from here to this one to give it that hose on the side look. And I also took the laser side here, and you can see, hopefully, I flushed it out, so that way it'll be easier for mounting. It'll be flat and easier to mount the rangefinder. Okay, so the rangefinder gets mounted right there. Now to go back to this T51 real quick to show you all what I was talking about. And one of my hoses just came off. Alright, those side hoses that I'm talking about will go from the front bump to that back side bump that I'll show you in the front. The line, this is, I gotta angle this camera a little bit here because it's hard. There's that line I was telling you to go down the center to this piece right here. We also made these already. Okay, I showed you those earlier. Now, the hoses the fish hose is what's going to go from here to the side, blah, blah, blah. There's your light on top, okay? There is those side pieces I was talking about. They're proportional and they go with the construction of the helmet, whereas the T51 goes on an angle, so I built it to go on an angle with the T51. We did not do these screws here, but there are 2 screws in the center of the T51, the Bio helmet. And of course it's going to be the rangefinder concept that we're going for. It's going to be mounted to the side. Due to how tight the Bio is compared to this, I could not add these pieces. You can add them to one side, but then on the side with the rangefinder, it was too tight to put one of these in. So unfortunately, we got to nix that. We can't do that. I'm going to talk to the wife about maybe putting these 3 lines right here, the vents in the side. Okay, you can't see on that side. But I'm going to talk to her about putting those maybe on the cheek line right here on the Bio. Maybe it might be too much, we might let it out. Standard, I'm going to mount the hose from here to this side as well. Okay, so anyway, I have to stop right now because it is our project. I get to cast it, and I get to do all the drum work. Cast came out really good, and it's solid, and it will fit it is a 1:1 scale. And I do the Dremel work, and then she comes up with the ideas, and I put them into effect, and then we'll install this stuff on together, and then she will paint it. That's it from 405.com, StrokingHammer.com, and thehunterslair.com. Subscribe to my videos, please, and rate them. And remember, if we can do it, so can you.